It's not for the faint-hearted, and remember, it's not the same if you're not at the game.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stand by to welcome the teams, the gladiators, into the arena. Stand by. Captain Hornblower, where are you, mate? Please welcome our visitors, the Castleford Tigers. The next time they open, the world champions will appear. Stand by.
Good evening and welcome to Odsal Stadium for round 10 of Super League 9 between the Bulls and the Tigers. The Tigers arrive here tonight with a pretty dismal 0-9 record, which is an awful record really. A third of the way into the season having no wins at all. The Bulls are 9 wins, 2 draws and 9 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. And we'll be looking to go back to second spot if they win here tonight. The coaching position at Cass is open for anybody to apply, and it will take a very optimistic man to apply for that position, as I said, with a third of the season already gone. It's a perfect night for Rugby League, no wind, and it's quite cool. The pitch is in immaculate condition, which after the Bulls' last 2 games at Warrington and London was something of a relief. The teams are, the Bulls have at full-back Withers on the wings, Reardon and Vianicola in the centres, Leon Price and Johnson, the halves, Robbie Paul and Paul Deacon, the front row, Anderson, Smith and Parker. The back 3, Langley, Peacock and Swan. The interchange place for the Bulls will be Chris Bridge, Radford, Vangenaar and Fielden. So Vangenaar and Fielden starting the game on the bench. And you wonder just what Castle make of that after 20 minutes if them two come on. Cass have at full back Warrensey on the wings, Rogers and Hepworth. The centres, Clayton and Mellor. The halves, Maloney and Brambani. The front row, Greenhill, Godwin and Lynch. And the back three, Thackeray, Harland and Hudson. Coming off the bench for the Tigers will be Jackson, Byron Smith, Ryan and Andy Kane. So Cass with the first set have moved the ball over the halfway line. And on the fifth tackle, the ball goes to Maloney. Maloney puts it downfield and Michael Withers takes first bounce. Feeds Robbie Paul. The Bulls already showing their intent. Most teams would, on that first set, would have been happy just to take a tackle, but not the Bulls. And the Bulls were looking to use this ball as they have done all season when the conditions have been good enough. As Vianney comes forward. Short side. Smith feeds a late ball to Langley. Perfect ball. Has Langley got the toe? He got Hepworth chasing. Good tackle from Hepworth. Perfect timing. Immaculate point of interception. Here's Deakin. He has a line. Vianney offloads to Anderson. Anderson spreads it. Volleyball from Robbie Paul. Price. Reardon, what a try. What a try from your first set. Immaculate football. You couldn't write a better script. Outstanding football from the Bulls. Well, I said right at the top of the programme they'll be looking to spread the ball. That's exactly what they've done. That's what they've been doing all season. When the conditions have allowed, the ball moved to the left wing and immediately the ball spun right round to the right hand wing and Reardon darts in at the corner. That's the way the Bulls have been playing all season, and that will be a signal for Cass.
Number 17, Rocket, Stuart.
A beautiful ball put Langley away, and you have to say it was an outstanding tackle from Hepworth. Or was it Warrensey? We will check on that, but whoever made that tackle on Langley, it was a superb tackle. Looked as though Langley had just got the toe on him and got on the outside, but the cast man, whoever it was, made a perfect tackle and brought him down. But the Bulls are so determined these days to use the ball. And that's a good kick from Deacon. And it just fades away. Well, that was that good a kick that all the fans on this popular stand side were clapping. And it just faded away at the last minute. So the Bulls take a 4-point lead from the first set, and here goes Anderson pushing that ball out to the 15. Smith, look at the Bulls again. They're deep in their own red zone. Michael Withers cutting through the line. That really gets the defence. Look at the space the Bulls have now. Smith again taking it to the short side, looking to develop the ball. Keeps going, looking for Leslie. Can't get the ball to him. Eventually gets trundled into touch on the halfway line. Well, that's not a bad return for the Bulls. 2 tackles and they brought the ball right up to the halfway line. But Smith there just running out of options. And a player in back play, not looking too good for Cass. I'm not sure who he is. He looks in a bad way. And it's Sean Ryan. He'll be coming on. And it looks as though he's serious laceration. Still looks in a bad way. I don't think they should be dragging him off that way. It's not... no rush, let the guy recover before you get him off the field in that condition. Anyway, Ryan takes the field. Hudson picks up.
That substitution for the Tigers.
Lynch now slams the ball in. Greenhill. Greenhill and Sean Ryan both came from Hull last season, of course. Both Aussies, both big, strong forwards. That's a good ball back. Godwin develops the ball well. One of the best players so far for Cass this season is Godwin, being consistent. That's Maloney again, going to the short side. Mellor thinks he's got the height on Reardon, but Reardon judged that to perfection. Good defence from Greenhill and Ireland. Logan Swan takes one out. Ball goes to Langley again. Langley takes a big high shot from Maloney. Now Parker. Parker goes right through Maloney this time. Maloney hanging on with the fingertails. Deacon puts the ball into the corner. Sean Ryan slams it out.
For the Tigers, number 17, Paul Jackson replaces number 18, Jamie Thankler.
It's already made 2 substitutions, Cass. Oh, there's plenty to go at these days. Ball being spun across. Epworth trying to find somewhere. Can't do so. Michael Withers lets that bounce, but it's not going to go dead. Thanks to that topography in those corners, it just holds the ball up. And Michael Withers nearly took a bang for it, and here goes Reardon trying to get the ball over the try line. Does so. Good work from Reardon. Didn't succumb to the challenge. Here goes Leslie. They won't push him back over the try line. And Leslie goes down happy. But what a good, valuable 15 metres he makes there. Logan Swan turns. I'm sorry, that was Peacock. Leon Price now. And the Bulls doing the tough yards. And once again, Cass. I mean, good work in defence, keeping the man on his feet and making sure he gets over the sideline. So on the last 2 sets, the Bulls have just worked one too many to the sideline. This gives Cass a good position. 8 minutes gone, 4-0 to the Bulls. Greenhill. Godwin brings Lynch running. Lynch offloads well to Rogers. That's a try. That's 4 points. Excellent work from Cass. Really caned the Bulls for that mistake of being pushed to the sidelines and being allowed, just taking it once too many times to the sidelines. Leon Price getting shuffled over, and Cass have really penalised the Bulls for that.
You looked at the side of the field.
So try a piece for the wingers, for the right wingers.
Some little boxes on the top. I mean, one of them.
Good work from Lynch.
You see that green one where in middle?
And Godwin again involved in that build-up. Served Lynch with a good ball and just put him into the gap. And here he is.
To the left of there.
To add the 2 and to put Cass in front by 2.
All right. Okay.
So 10 minutes, 4 apiece. And that's a good reply from Cass. They kept faith in themselves. Could have been a sickness in the position they're in and the tough season they've had, conceding those early points. It hasn't affected them at all. So Deacon to restart. Off he goes. Goes high. A good chase from the Bulls. Tackling their own 10. Sykes. It's not besides because he's not even on team sheet. That's Jackson. Sean Ryan. Slammed down. Greenhill again. Last tackle and being pinned in their own 20. Rambani going for a 40-20. Only ends up with Withers in a good position, and Withers returns the ball almost to the halfway line. Deacon, quick spread to Johnson. And again, Cass keeping the man up on his feet. Anderson, just a little bit of mistiming there, but Anderson gets a good pass away. This is Peacock, good yards from Peacock. Got the ball in heavy traffic, made a good 5 metres after contact. Here's Swan. Swan looking for an offload, can't get it, eventually finds Price. Robbie Power in a good position, then Parker gets a good ball away to Deacon. Deacon puts that down. This will be 4 points for Langley. Excellent football again from the Bulls. Not just their ability to offload, but their intent to offload. They will not be denied the offload. Great work from Logan Swan. And some good handling from the forwards as well. Parker got a great pass in.
Second try of the day for the Bradford Bulls by number 19, Axman, Jamie Langley.
So that came off the back of a good defensive set from the Bulls. Pinned Cass right down in their own 20-metre line. Inside their own 20-metre line, and pretty ordinary kick from Brambani, returned by Withers, and from then on they were on the back foot. Cass. Deacon strikes it, looks good, and again just pushes it across the face of the posts. So, Mr. Ronnie Lawton, the referee, having a word with Castleford for some reason. Well, he's pointing his fingers to Cass. Cass has stood a good 7 metres away from the halfway line. I don't know why Mr. Lawton need them to go back any further. Robbie Paul catches, feeds Anderson with a good pass. And again, Anderson pushes the ball out to the 15. Now again, the Bulls, only on the second play of the ball, are ready to spread that ball in their own red zone. Short side, Smith's away. He has Langley. Head for the full back. Langley wants to offload, looking for Leslie via corner. Oh, he scores on his own. Jamie Langley, a Normington lad, brought up 2 or 3 miles from Castleford Weldon Road ground, and shows great strength there. Good work from Aaron Smith, and again the Bulls attacking from deep inside their own red zone, determined to use the ball.
Number 19, Jamie Langley.
And that's 2 tries in quick time. And Castleford looking suspect down their right-hand side. That's the third time that Langway's gone sailing away on that left-hand channel for the Bulls. And this time Deacon finds his range. And the Bulls go to 14. In quick time. So Epworth.
The try converted for the Bulls by number 7, Paul Deacon.
To get us away. It's only 2 tackles ago since he last got us away. And again it's Anderson. This time brings it out to the 20. And again the Bulls spread the ball on the second play. It's Michael Withers again. Short side. Logan Swan. Swan keeps going, makes it out to the 40. Deacon eventually feeds Parker. Parker does well, hands off, and then gets the ball away. Leon Price inside, back to Price. Price has a man outside, it's Reardon. Perfect pass from Price. Price positioned his man absolutely perfectly. Tremendous combination work from the Bulls. Castleford have no answer to this kind of football, but then who would have? Who would have? And Reardon gets his second. Absolutely outstanding play from the Bulls.
That's number 17 for the Bradford Bulls. Stuart Reardon.
Bulls go to 18 minutes gone, so a point a minute so far for the Bulls. And they've all been spectacular tries. All come about from outstanding handling, fabulous teamwork, and that combination close quarter work there from Leon Price and Robbie Paul would split any defence. And Mr. Silverwood, panting himself, is having trouble keeping up with these, and that's this time just dies away on the inside post. And he's not had an easy kick today, hasn't Deacon? Every one of them's been from the sideline. And he's 1 for 4 at the moment. And again, Epworth. Well, will he change this? Will he change his kick? No, goes to the same area. Oh, it's a bit shorter. And Leon Price didn't fancy that ball going into touch.
Yeah, it's a strong drop.
Took it inside, took it in field. One of two of his teammates saying, well, why didn't you leave it? But that's not an easy thing to do. So Cass with a good position. Brambani feeds, spreads it to Maloney. Maloney tries to get outside, Robbie Powell can't do so.
Substitution for the Tigers, number 24, Andy Kane.
Harland makes a strong run. Greenhill brought down 5 metres from the post. Godwin goes away from acting half. That's good work from Godwin. That'll be a try. Ronnie Lawton checks his linesman. Good work from Godwin. Been in good form this season as Wayne Godwin. And look, really quick and direct then. And that's quieting the crowd down a little bit. 20 minutes gone. And we've had 6 tries already. And again, that came from the Bulls being pushed over the sideline. And Cass have shown that if they get a field position, They're quite capable of scoring tries. The problem is they don't seem to be able to get a field position from their own red zone. So Godwin. Strikes the ball, and that's a conversion. And so Cass back within 8 points, 18-10. Deacon strikes the ball, goes deep. Brambani will catch, looks to offload, feeds Greenhill. Greenhill meets Anderson. Anderson and Parker. I'm sorry, it was Parker first, then Anderson. This is where Cass are having problems. He's working the ball out of their own red zone. Short side, Godwin. It's probably the best way they're going to do it. Godwin makes good yards. Lynch throws one to the ground. Epworth. Godwin did well then. Tidying up behind the forward. Kicks on now. Ball goes to Maloney. Maloney puts the ball down. Reardon feeds Michael Withers. Good tackle underneath from Godwin. Having an excellent game for Cass. Reardon just probing that line. Johnson. Bit of an eye challenge from Rogers. Ball this time goes to Deacon. Deacon puts the ball deep into the corner. This will be one to chase. Well, it's not a 40-20, but it's a deep kick. It is a 40-20. I thought he was just outside it. Just shows how easily he can be confused. It's a 40-20, and this will be a tough 6 for Cass. And if you're a Cass forward, you're going to scrum down here, and you know probably at the next scrum, Vangenaar and Fielden will be packing down against you. And that's an awesome prospect. Anderson powers his way forward. Maloney did well, put his body on the line, didn't execute the tackle, but just held him up. Here's Deacon looking to develop the ball. Peacock. Bulls set for the spread to the left. And he goes to Deacon. This will go to Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul just had no options and had to wait for the pass. Good tackle from Maloney. Offload. Smith to Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul looking for runners. Last tackle. Deacon goes to the corner. That's too strong. Well, that was the Bulls' first ordinary set, really. They had good position, never really had good direction on any of those plays. As Greenhill brings it forward. Ooh, big shoulder. And as I was saying earlier, we have Big Joe Vangenaar on field, and haven't been many penalties today from Mr. Lawton. That's for not standing square. Oof. Jackson slammed by Big Joe Vangenaar. And Mr. Lawton hardly giving a penalty away at all in the first 25 minutes. Gives 2 away very quickly, in quick succession. Not an awful lot in that tackle. So this from Godwin will push Cass within 6 points of the Bulls. 15 minutes to half time.
Penalty goal reversed for the Tigers by number 9, Bradford.
Well, 18-12 the Bulls lead, and that was
Substitution for the Bulls, number 29, Stuart Fielder replaces number 27, Rob Parker, and number 11, Lee Radford replaces number 13, Logan Swan.
so Radford and Fielden on as well. So 3 fresh forwards there for the Bulls. Sean Ryan runs at Liam Price, gets nothing out of it. The Cass out to their 22. Jackson. Maloney feeds Ireland. Ireland gets a good ball away, but good defence from the Bulls. Tracking across, pick the ball, carry it up just outside the 40 now, Cass. Ball goes to Maloney. Maloney murdered by Fielden, and that's the penalty. Has to release the ball, quick play the ball, and we have Vangenaar on charge. First touch, looking to get through that line, almost did so. Now Peacock. Now the Bulls will put the power play on. Fielden and Vangenaar will come into this game. Deacon just looking to dummy inside. Langley. Well, that's a penalty. Cass ripping the ball out. Linesman calling that for Mr. Lawton, and the Bulls elect to go for the posts. Well, this will be Deacon's easiest kick of the evening. Strikes it. Looks good. Bulls 20, Cass 12.
The penalty reverted for the Bulls by number 7, Paul Deacon.
Hepworth gets us away. Same kick, same catcher. This time it'll be Vangenaar that brings the ball out. Oh, and offloads to Withers. Good work from Vangenaar. Withers almost outside the defence. And look at the defence. It's turned, the running back. Well, Fielden just a little bit untidy there down the play ball. Gets a good ball off though to Johnson. Johnson. Short side. Nicola. Not had much ball time in this first half. Little kick from Deacon. Mellor under pressure. Chases on. Vangenaar stops him. And Robbie Powell finishes him off. Hepworth away from acting half. Greenhill, big challenge from Stuart Fielding and Vangenaar. Oh, ran a red light then. Greenhill, this is Sean Ryan, he's brought down by Leon Price, and again Cass. Oh, here's Greenhill. Give the fella a rap for determination and courage. Just took a big slam from Vangenaar and Fielding and came straight back for another run. Little kick from Godwin, bit of a desperation kick. Here goes Stuart Reardon. Langley. Again Langley. Down that left-hand side. Got Leslie via Nicola. Leslie's. Is he going all the way? Great chase, but he keeps on his feet. And once again, Epworth brings a man down at the death. That's play on. Good tackle. Forced the ball from Deacon's hands, but it went backwards. This is Radford. Radford making a push to the try line. And Cass carry him over. And that will be a play the ball back on the 10. Well, that's a dangerous tactic, carrying the man over. If it suddenly gets out of your grasp, all he has to do is drop on the floor. Price inside to Withers. Bulls stacked onto the left. Ball's coming right though. Deacon wants a runner. Toes one throw. This is dangerous for Cass. Ooh. Reardon. Half a pace short of that. Ryan. Slam down. 8 minutes to half time. 20 points to 12, the Bulls lead. Jackson. Wrapped up by Fielding. Godwin comes short side. Good tackle in the ruck from Stuart Fielding. Kept his eye on the man. This is Lynch. That's a good offload, Lynch. Maloney now. Toes one over. Michael Withers takes that with perfect technique and outstanding courage. Timed his approach to the ball perfectly. And again Langley making yards on that left-hand channel. Deacon spreads it this time to Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul over to Price. Price showing a clean pair of ears. He's got Reardon on the inside. Toes one over. This is all on. This will be a chase. Oh, Reardon gets it before Epworth. Outstanding football again. Perfect option selection from Leon Price. First of all, took the man on the outside, got round him, kept his head. Perfect chip inside. And it was a race between Robbie Paul and Stuart Reardon and Epworth. And it was Reardon who gets his hat-trick. And that's a great tactic from Stuart Reardon. And Deacon. It should be a formality. Adds the 2. Bulls go to 26. They have a 14-point lead. 6 minutes to half time. It's going to be a 6 tough minutes for Cass. The Bulls in this kind of form can soon put 10 points, 10 or 12 points on you in the last 5 minutes before half time.
The try converted for the Bulls by number 7, Paul Deacon.
So, big 6 coming up here for Cass. They have to defend this 6 or the game will be over. This time he goes high. Epworth, the catcher this time is Michael Withers. Michael Withers decides to take the tackle. Vangenau will come for this ball now. It goes again. Again the Bulls using that ball on the wide in their own red zone. It just pushes that defence about. Peacock comes in on the angle. Now Fielden. Fielden takes it over the halfway line. Aaron Smith again, just testing that ruck, testing that short defence. Last tackle. Deacon goes high. Hepworth underneath. Michael Withers on chase. Michael Withers on chase. Hepworth does exceptionally well, keeps his eye and makes good yards. Nobody at home at the back for the Bulls, and Deacon kept hold of his leg quite right there. Is Mr. Lawton. Deacon kept hold of his foot and gave the penalty away, taking the odds and knew the Bulls hadn't a set defence. So excellent work from Hepworth and a good defensive 6 from Cass, which keeps the game alive. Jackson. And every time Cass have been up in that area, which hasn't been often, they've scored. Maloney to Lynch. That's how they scored the first one. Maloney now spreads this ball. Harlan comes on that angle pass from Godwin. We have a penalty here for Mr. Lawton. Ruling that Harland hadn't regained his feet before he played the ball. It's a tough call. There's not much between that play of the ball and a dozen others that have gone on so far this afternoon. So Radford. 3 minutes to half time. Can the Bulls notch another try? Can Cass keep them out? I think if the Bulls do score another try, the game will be over really as a contest. Robbie Paul to Leon Price. Leon Price just trying to sneak inside Mellor. Robbie Paul offloads to Peacock. Peacock looking for somebody eventually. Hands it off. And a forward pass rolled. Linesman calling a forward pass there, and that may see Castleford to the dressing rooms at half time with just a 14-point deficit, which gives them some hope of achieving something out of this game. And it's Andy Kane feeding the scrums. Mellor comes in and tries a charge, tackled by Withers. Oh, good work from the Bulls, Fielden and Smith. Slamming Warrinsey down. Lynch. Last tackle. Ball goes to Maloney. Maloney just toes it over. Toe pokes up to that corner. And Liam Price, who's just been covering for Michael Withers then, allowing Michael Withers a bit of time upfield. And Withers comes to the sideline. Must be a bit crook, Michael Withers. Here goes Peacock, who just didn't quite get away. Good tackle from young Andy Kane. This is Radford. Off Deacon's inside ball. Ball goes back to Price. Price puts that down to the corner, and that's Time up. We're into extra time now that the timekeepers may add on. Here's Warinci, not had much chance to run. And Robbie Powell denying him any chance then. So Cass looking a little bereft of ideas. And there goes the hooter as Byron Smith falls to the tackle, and Cass, well, they'll be going in with a little hope knowing that the defender ran that last 10 minutes, but with a 14-point lead the Bulls will feel pretty comfortable. Welcome back for the second half. It's Sepworth to get us away. Bulls with a 14-point lead, 26-12. And that's a screw kick, and this time it's Leon Price that takes the tackle. And again, the Bulls are spreading the ball. You'd think Cass would be working it out by now, and Bradford gets one away. And here goes Vangenaar. Of course, Cass know if they do start spreading and stretching that defensive line, then the Bulls will come charging through just like this with Fielden. You need plenty of men in front of him, and he gets a good pass away, and again the Bulls. Perfect pass. Look at that pass from Robbie Paul to Leon Price, just tempting him to go forward, floating it across the face of the defence. This is Smith. Michael Withers at acting half to Deacon. Deacon goes to the corner. Warinci will have to play this. Ooh. He had time really to pick that ball up and turn, but he had some serious chasers in the shape of Field and Langley, and Viney Kohler and Johnson coming down on him. So discretion being the better part of valour, Warinci put that ball over the dead ball line. And Epworth gets a good drop kick in, almost 50 on the full. Vangenaar to return it, and this is where Cass are going to have to do it tough. Peacock again running at the heart of the defence, just shy of the ruck, but loses the ball there with that second effort, just trying to get away from the tacklers, and the ball goes down.
Ball 090113. You have either of those numbers. Please make some photos to your count 10 minutes before the end of the game.
And again, Gas showing great spirit. They certainly haven't lacked anything in the shape of commitment. Because the Bulls have been right on top of the game today, have been on top of it defensively. Here goes Kane, good work from Kane. Good tackle, oh, he should have let it go inside to Sean Ryan, but lovely little play from Kane. Spotted the gap and went sailing through the Bulls defence, and nobody's done that for Cash yet. Not in that area of the field. Rogers and Jackson just wanting to hold Vayanakola down too long. No need to, defence set. So the Bulls will start from their 40. Van Genaar pushes it up to the 50. Deacon inside for Fielden. Fielden again offloads to Smith. Smith just looking to promote the ball. Robbie Paul hasn't been in the game much. And Peacock just looking for the wrap round then. Robbie Paul a little bit delayed. Little toe over. Reardon to chase. Hepworth does well. Looked very calm, but pinched the ball, ripped from him by Leon Price. Good work from Price. Mismatching size there, and Price made him pay. Good work originally though from Hepworth. Can't ask any more of the lad. This is Fielden. Bulls with a good position. 5 tackles to go. Robbie Paul has hardly taken the defence on yet. And Reardon pushing his way to the line again. Cass scrambling. Push right back onto the line. Peacock holds the ball 8 metres in front of the post. Attack on either side for the Bulls. Comes inside for Reardon, for Fielden. He offloads. Deacon with a pretty ordinary kick, and again the Bulls just lacking direction. The back-to-back sets then never really set the stall out. Just a little bit anxious to get over the try line. Greenhill. Byron Smith brought down. Now it's Jackson. Last tackle. Cass make it up to the halfway line. Maloney under pressure, puts that down. That's too strong. That will go over the dead ball line. And the Bulls will restart on their 20. And it goes to Leslie. Maloney does well to hold on to him. Michael Withers just feinting to pass, looking for a soft spot in that line. Smith to Johnson. Johnson just runs on that angle, hits the defence behind the ruck. Deacon now feeds Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul out to Leon Price. Leon Price into Reardon. Again the Bulls getting the ball wide, stretching that defence. Peacock offloads to Smith again. Smith technically being very proficient, always offering himself for the pass. And the knock-on rules, Mr. Lawton. One of those where it's down to the referee's call or the linesman as they see it. You've seen those played on. You see them called sometimes. This is Epworth. Just gets outside. Leon Price, good running from Epworth. Looking for support. Good work from Epworth. Didn't commit himself. Just hoping that the support play was going to get to him. Maloney feeds Greenhill. And Epworth's down. This is Lynch. He will offload, does so. Kane picks up. Kane inside. Ooh, good work. And it's Withers with a try-saving tackle. Godwin again goes for the line. Driven back. Good line defence from the Bulls. Shot, stabbed through. And Deacon has to tidy up. Just toes the ball over the dead ball line. And again, you've got to admire Cass's resolve and determination and spirit. Epworth back up. As Deacon drops out, goes 50 on the full. And it's Epworth with the ball. Falls to Raiden's tackle. Sean Ryan offloads. Good work. Kane feeds Jackson. Jackson. Strong run. Cass looking organised and determined again. Good ball from Kane. Just trying to catch the Bulls' defence shot on that outside. Maloney. Inside to Lynch. Lynch brought down by Aaron Smith. Maloney to the corner. Price takes that comfortably. Now that would be a penalty for me. There's no reason for Epworth to pick the ball up in that position. It's schoolboy stuff. We can do without it. Here goes Langley. First time really that Cass have stopped him. Now it's Varnicola. Deacon spreads this one to Parker. Parker back on track. Bulls make 3 changes. Robbie Paul, Vanganar and Peacock go to the bench. Anderson comes back on track. Here he is. Anderson's on track. Finds Price. Price wants a runner. Step in and step in eventually. Finds Bridge. Bridge to Reardon and Reardon over the line. And it's going to be a try, Mr. Lawton. Checks with his linesman, in-goal referee. I'm sorry, it's Parker. I thought it was Reardon. And it isn't, it's Parker, Rob Parker. Well, that's not a surprise. Rob Parker pops up all over the width of the field for the Bulls. And he's always likely to push his way over the line. So the Bulls go to 30. 11 minutes into the second half. And that's disheartening for Castleford because they've opened up quite well in this second half. Looked as though they could get back into the game. Certainly had the chances. Epworth went sailing through. Kane also found a gap in the Bulls' defence. But they couldn't capitalise. And the Bulls have come back with 6 points. To put them up by 20 points. And the linesman having a word with Mr. Lawton. Seems one of the players, and is it Lee Arlen? Wasn't happy about the awarding of the try, I don't think. Reacted in an ungentlemanly fashion. And he's had Mr. Lawton had a quiet word with him. So once again, Hepworth to get us away. He's certainly done that. He'll have a sore toe tonight. As he gets us away, Michael Withers will catch. Anderson will return the ball. Anderson returns the ball. Shoves Ireland back. Now it's Fielden. Fielden rides Greenhill's challenge and then pushes the ball almost to the 40. That's good work from the two Bulls props. And insist on holding him down. And Mr. Lawton having a word with Greenhill. Well, it's an high challenge, rules Mr. Lawton. I thought it was for holding down. Must have been for eye contact. Here goes Anderson. Bulls stacked to the right. The short side, Langley again testing that left-hand channel. The spread's on this time. The ball goes to Deacon. They'll spread it to Price. Price with that delayed ball. Oh, it worked perfectly up till that last pass from Deacon. It's an excellent play, that, from the Bulls. It really has the defences standing and wondering what's happened. And by the time the last pass is delivered, there's acres of space for the man out wide, but it has to be a good pass. Offside. Calls Mr. Lawton and Cass. Well, touch of comic cuts there from Darren Rogers. Cass in the form of Jackson bring the ball forward. Godwin brings Greenhill inside. Cass set to the left. It's Kane. Kane looking for that gap. As quick as Kane. This is Bridge. Michael Withers bringing the ball out, probing that defence. The spread is on here. This is Price. This time he finds Johnson. Johnson gets away. Leslie outside him. Warrancy cutting the pass off. Johnson keeps going. Oh! Take a bow. Paul Johnson kept alive. Didn't panic. Kept the ball to the death. Warrancy, there was obstructions going on all over the place. But Leslie Viacona kept tracking Johnson. Switched onto the inside. And eventually Johnson handed the ball on. And that was 4 points. And the Bulls go to 36, 25 minutes of the game remaining. And again, a perfect example of the Bulls' determination to get the ball wide. That time, they picked Paul Johnson out rather than Langley. Cass defence just hesitating. It's been Langley that's been testing this left-hand channel all afternoon, or all evening. But that time, he acted as a foil, and that just let Johnson Just allowed Johnson a man-on-man situation, and he exploited it to perfection. Strong runner Johnson, low centre of gravity, doesn't get pushed over easily, doesn't lose his running line easily either. Epworth, who must have a blackened big toe at this stage of the game, has been kicking off that many times. Bulls with a 26-point lead. 22 minutes to go. This could be a tough day at the office for Cass.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to vote for your...
Well, Aaron Smith getting that ball away to Leon Price. That looked forward to me from here. Well, not a Cass man on side then. This is Fielden. Fielden offloads to Michael Withers. Michael Withers will get it away. Finds Radford. Radford takes a tackle. And again, Cass shipping water. Having difficulty with the front line defence containing the ball. Little play to Leslie. That's a nice play. Aaron Smith just ducks away to the inside and turns it back. Spreads on. Deacon does well. Dummies. Eventually throws a pass. Well, Sean Ryan does well. Gets it away to Godwin. This is good. Excellent football from both teams. Holding down against Leon Price. So Cass will probably have the best position of the half. No. Oh, well, no. What Mr. Lawton was ruling is that Leon Price had given somebody a facial.
Substitution for the Tigers, number 29, Dominic Fulani, replaces number 11, Lee Holland.
So, good position for Cassidy. Oh, what a tackle again. Stuart Fielden coming out and really slamming into the ball carrier. And again, big reception party waiting for Jackson. The Bulls have really been on top form with a strong defence. Here's Kane though. He's looked handy every time he's had the ball. Hepworth looking to develop the ball. Godwin. Inside. It's kicked to the corner. This is anybody's, and it's gone dead, and that will be a Cass scrum, is it? Mr. Lawton checking with his linesman, and he's ruling a Cass infringement, and a Bradford play the ball on the last tackle. Deacon feeds Langley. This time he's tackled. By Brambani, who's back on track. Smith just probing that line and picks up a strong challenge from Lynch and Jackson. Mustn't loiter in that area and give yourself up. Deacon spreads the ball. This is Bridge. Bridge almost outside his man. Oh! Sleight of hand from Bridge, and Raiden just can't drag the ball in. So this will be a Cass scrum. Eventually brought down by Price and Michael Withers. This is Godwin. Good work from Godwin. Done it tough in that ruck area. Tackled well and developed the ball well. And Leon Price has Down in back play, looks in some distress. Well, he's hurt himself while attacking Warinci. They seem to have some trouble pulling him down. He had real struggle with him. Looks as though he may have popped his shoulder, but there's a little kick. Oh, Warinci does well. Oh! Welcome to Super League. And that's Warinci. Well, give the fella a rap. He's get up on his feet. Anyway, he won't have a bigger challenge this season. Well, that's 18 stone of solid South Pacific meat slamming into you. And these fellas earn every penny they get. Here's Robbie Paul now, back on track, trying to get Bridge away. Fielding again, running the ball on the angle, hitting that area behind the play of the ball. Spreads on. Deacon floats one right over. Bradford plucks that out of the air, gets the ball away to Johnson again. Johnson on there, he's got Leslie inside him. Got Leslie inside him again. And that's another 6 points. And again, the Bulls will not be denied that width. Deacon looked as though he'd run down a blind alley then. Looked like he'd run down a cul-de-sac. They were so determined to get the ball away. Threw a speculator right over the top. And the ball ended up with Johnson, who again cleared the remnants of the defence on the outside and turned the ball back inside to Leslie.
Seconds before the Bradford Bulls wide the ball game now. Number 5, Leslie Vaidakola.
So the Bulls go to 42, no doubt 44 with this. And that's 8 tries for the Bulls. Eight tries and 6 goals. And we have 15 minutes. Game time left. And just as that try was being scored, Leon Price went to the bench. And this is Bridge. Calmly takes that kick and works the ball into the middle of the field as Vangenaar comes first one off in this set. And now it's Logan Swan back on track, looking to offload. Smith again. Smith doing that excellent work. Offloads to Robbie Paul, forward pass. That was a forward pass. Robbie Paul had options. Well, Stuart Raiden and I think it's Andy Kane having their own little battle. Whistle went a long time ago. Well, that's one of the few occasions the Bulls have taken a wrong option. He had a man closer to him, Robbie Paul, but decided to spread the ball. But great work from Aaron Smith again, who's been outstanding today in taking and giving, making himself available to all the forwards or anybody else that's taking the ball to the line and needs an offload, needs somebody on his shoulder. And it's been Aaron Smith more often than not. Lynch with an offload, but not particularly productive one. Warinci does well, gets away from Langley and Robbie Paul, and does well, keeps going. And Robbie Paul gets up crook. Doesn't look too good. Hepworth steps, looking for a space on the inside, can't find it. 44-12 the Bulls lead. Maloney. Forced to a tackle. Last tackle. Ball goes to Brambani, I should say. Puts it to the wing, and Gassman throws it inside. It ends up with Epworth. Epworth gets the ball away. And is this going to be a Cass scrum? Well, it is. And you have to wonder if that ball travelled forward. And Bull's body language tells you they can't believe that Cass have come up with a scrum, but they have. And here's a good chance for them. Back-to-back sets. Here's Lynch. Lynch falls to Michael with his tackle. Bulls will not want to give up the try line easily. Greenhill taking it to the line. Kane trying to bring Epworth running. Good defence. Vangenaar. And that's a knock on now. Vangenaar and Bradford read that well. And Epworth had some serious bodies waiting in reception. This is Ryan. Gets one away to Maloney. Maloney has a smell of the whitewash. Fancies a chance. Tackled over the line. Hasn't grounded. Last tackle. Ball will be played back on the 10. I don't like this at all. It looks very untidy and it just seems to break the tempo of the game. Rambani puts it to the corner again. And it comes up with a Cass man. And that may be a try. The in-goal linesman gave the try. And I think it's Mellor that scored. And it is Paul Mellor. That's the first points for Cass in this half. 30 minutes into the second half, 10 minutes to no side. And you have to say it's no more than they deserve. They've certainly put plenty into the game, Cass. They've just caught the Bulls on an outstanding day. And Langley goes to the bench, gets a deserved round of applause. Two tries to Jamie Langley, 2 to Vian Nicola, 3 to Stuart Reardon, and 1 to Rob Parker. And you wouldn't bet against the Bulls scoring another couple of tries in this last 10 minutes. Well, Bulls try the short kick-off. Ends up with a Cass scrum, and the game has died in tempo and intensity, which is to be expected with a 44 points to 18 lead. And both teams will be having next weekend off, of course, because it's a Challenge Cup final next weekend, and the week after that Cass will face a very, very big game. They will play Salford. And now it's early in the season. There's a lot of football to be played. Oh, that's of a keen penalty for me from Mr. Lawton. If you watch a replay of this game and study it, you will see 90% of the play the balls are not played with the foot.
The Bradford Bulls say thank you, and thank you to our visitors from Castleford. The attendance figure tonight, a big round of applause to yourselves from the Bradford Bulls, 12,877.
Well, just short of 13,000 here today. Not many of those have come from Cass. As Van Ganaat knocks on. And the game just running down in terms of tempo and commitment and time. And this is Rogers. Yeah. The weekend after next, Castleford entertains Salford at Weldon Road. And really that is a must-win game. You think if they lose that game, relegation will be an almost a certainty.
The substitution for the Tigers.
Again, Godwin with a good pass to Brambani. Out to Kane. Kane tries to get Mellor away. He falls to Bridges' tackle and perfectly executed tackle, and Mellor felt that last tackle. Leslie takes the ball from Brambani, winds up and comes into the middle of the field. Robbie Paul spreads this one to Withers. Now to Johnson again. Johnson this time can't get outside Warrington. Warrington this time gets all the way and puts him over the sideline. But once again the Bulls spreading the ball, getting the ball right onto the sideline. Epworth tackled by Robbie Paul. Greenhill, well, he's done his work as Greenhill. He's carted the ball forward. He's put his hand up several times. He's made the tackles. Taking a lot of big knocks. He's kept coming forward. Well, Walensey can't take that one in. Cass this time looking to spread the ball and get the ball on the outside. Didn't really execute it.
Boys and girls, you have got to your man of the match. And this evening's man of the match goes to the Bradford Bulls, number 17, Stuart Reardon.
So Stuart Reardon gets the man of the match today. Scored an hat-trick. And a pretty quick hat-trick too.
Also, there is a special award of the evening as well, which goes to
Deacon. From the scrum, frees Leslie. Offside, no question about it. Cass had come forward. saw Leslie. Stood first man off the scrum. And they'd rather give a penalty away than have Leslie coming at them at full steam. Mangana takes it forward. Steppen and Shaw from Aaron Smith. No real movement though from Logan Swan. Joe Vangana goes to the sideline. Parker comes on for the last 3 minutes. Robbie Paul with that delayed pass.
Substitution for the Bulls, number 27, Rob Parker, replaces number 8.
Bradford to Fielden. Fielden gets rid of one, looks to get rid of another. Eventually feeds Swan. Swan offloads to Parker. Parker can't get rid of that. Well held by Greenhill. Now Robbie Paul. Peacock comes in on the angle. This is Robbie Paul. Airing to get off the field for some reason. Deacon goes to the corner. Warrensley under pressure. And that will be... Well, the in-goal linesman rules a line drop out, a goal line drop out. Mr. Lawton overrules him and calls quarter line drop out. Oh, good work. It's chance for Rogers. Eventually tackled by Parker and Smith. Two minutes to no side. Can the Bulls post to 50 points? Well, this made the last chance as Michael Withers brings the ball out. Well, that's very untidy. No real straight defensive line then from Mr. Lawton. Deacon feeds Parker. That's not a good pass from Deacon. Puts Parker into trouble. This is Kane. Minute to go. That may have been the Bulls' last chance to post some more points as Lynch brings the ball forward. Ryan, Greenhill spreads it. Oh, this is good work. Cass, once again, Warrensley turns round and he sees Leslie in his face. Godwin just can't readjust that ball and drag it in. And this will definitely be the last scrum and the last set. As we go into full time now, the hooter due at any second. The Bulls will be looking forward in a fortnight's time to going to Widnes and continuing on the championship trail. So the Bulls.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a sporting gesture, thank you to our visitors this evening, the Castleford Tigers. As always, let's give them a big shout.
With 8 tries and 6 goals, with a scoreline of 44.18. Again, go back to second spot in the championship table and be looking in a fortnight to securing 2 more points at Widnes. So myself, Mick McGowan and Mike and Video, join us at the Halton Stadium.
Buy your tickets well in advance. Before to see you then, but make sure you give these guys what they deserve. The big shout and a big round of applause for Widnes tonight, the world champions, the